was his friend, which came as some surprise. I spoke into his eyes. I thought you died alone a long, long time ago. Oh no, not me. I never lost control. Your face to face with the man who sold the world. I laughed and shook his hand and made my way back home. I searched for fallen land. For years and years I roamed. I gazed and gazed stare at all the millions here. We must have died alone.
Kiedy chcemy.
V has come to.
V has come too.
V has come too. I can't remember how to play. I'm gonna keep it the same. Chicken hat. I'm talking about the game, babe.
Ακούεις με? Ακούεις με?
Where's my subtitles? Because I want to know his name.
Can you hear me? Are you having difficulty speaking? Can you move your head?
Damn.
Just nod if you can hear me.
No, I can't hear you.
Look up, please.
Fuck you, doctor.
Please follow my instructions.
I'm looking up.
Very good.
I'm mad how to make you do all that.
How do
It
you
wasn't
feel
trying to
now?
look up.
Can you speak?
Yeah, bitch, I can speak. Suck my
What
cock.
is your
What you didn't
name?
Say nothing, Steph.
When were you born? Can you recall?
What's my name? My name. I guess this for the online aspect.
Good. Now then. Please try to relax. There is plenty of time. I need to tell you something. Please listen and try not to panic. You've been in a coma for quite some time. Yes, I know you would like to know how long. I'm afraid it's been 9 years. Damn it! Nosocoma! 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 Nurse! Calm down. Calm down. Try not to panic. Βοήθησέ με. Try not to panic. You'll be all right.
9 years, my man.
How do you feel?
It's been 1 week since you came to. Now, let's try getting you out of that bed. Nurse. Don't worry. You've lost some strength, but we've been maintaining your muscle mass through massages, CPM therapy, and EMS. Now, I need to explain something to you, but you mustn't be alarmed. 9 years ago, you were injured in an explosion. Upon examination, we discovered 108 foreign bodies embedded within you. In addition to shrapnel, we also found fragments of human bone and human teeth. Most of it was removed, but some of the fragments still remain. They are located near your heart and in your skull. Look at this. The fragments are lodged deep within your cerebral cortex. We couldn't give you an MRI, the metal, you see. But even if we were to extract it, you would most likely suffer a brain hemorrhage. Mental and physical impairment are unavoidable. However, your current status is not life-threatening. one more thing. This X-ray is on your upper butt. You better look now. Best to understand your situation sooner than later. I know it's difficult, but please look down. It's best to see with your own eyes. Be brave. Νοσοκόμα, γρήγορα! Try to calm down. Calm down. Please, calm down. It's gonna be okay. Yes, yes. Calm down. Yes. Yes.
Είναι σε κατάσταση βασική εγχείρηση.
Κάποιος ήδη γνωρίζει ότι έχει ξυπνήσει. Ότι αν τρέχει μεγάλο κίνημα, πρέπει να ενεργήσουμε άμεσα. Προτιμάστε τον εγχείρηση. Πιστεύω. It's true. There are those who wish you would never woken up. You should be dead. But you're
I
not.
wish they sit
The wheels are in motion.
down, yo.
Your enemies
Fuck,
are everywhere.
bro.
We must alter your appearance immediately. Otherwise, I fear you won't leave this place alive. It's a wide open world up there, so there's something we need to take care of first.
What the fucking play some music? They wanna be up there running the fuck around like that, yo.
I'm going to change your appearance. We have no other choice. What you look like, however,
Which one of these guys I wanna look like? Look effed up. I like that face though. Yeah, black guy. That nigga look like LeBron James. Let's do him. You guys, how's that? Sir. Yes, sir. Oh, I can change that tattoo. Oh, yes. I ain't gonna lie, I'm looking like a fool though. Got a scar or a tattoo. Yeah, I like that better. That looks so much better. You right, mama? Huh? Yeah. Alright. Are they getting on your nerves up there? Alright, let me know if they do. I'll mute it or I'll just call you back. Nigga said, I am gonna change.
very good. Now, let's remove these bandages. Your face has healed nicely. To tell you the truth, these bandages were more for your protection, to hide you from those who want you dead. As of today, your name is Ahab.
Behind you.
Forget everything. your name, your past. This is you, as you've lived until this day. Tomorrow, it becomes a phantom.
Not yet. The patient in the next bed saw my face. Of course. Consider it done.
With the doctor involved in She just smacked that dude in the head.
Okay, have time to go.
What happened to the woman?
She's dead.
The woman? We gave her a light. She took the short way down.
Who are you?
Who am I? You're talking to yourself. Been watching over you for 9 years. You can call me Ismail.
What the hell is going on?
Well, the good news is, you're in the land of the living. Bad news? The whole world wants you dead. On your feet, soldier. The whole place is coming down. Need a little pick-me-up? Okay. Here. Nothing like a little digoxin to get you back in the game. Come on!
That's not my character.
Get over here.
It's gonna fall.
drugs not working?
Oh, trust me, it's gonna work. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. No.
We're getting out of here. Move it.
Maybe.
Let's take the stairs.
Nigga said, let's take the stairs. Man can't even walk.
This way. This isn't gonna work. We better take the elevator.
Maybe carry them. He tired, bro. He just was in a coma for 9 years. You trying to rush this man. Get your crack all out.
What the hell is that? Something's coming.
Damn. That just changed the whole dynamics. Don't you get your ass up now. No, Ishmael. Really got to start to do that now.
You could do this. Drugs kicked in? Good, let's hurry. Hold up, let's fix this. Next time, do it yourself. It's always good to try and mend your injuries while hiding from the enemy. Over there. Let's go. This way, hurry.
I love how it goes so fast.
Get down.
Help me, please.
Graphic. You tell me he didn't just see them, bro? That's cap. That's big cap.
Let's move.
Help me! I don't want to die!
Don't get caught in those searchlights.
Oh, shit. Bro,
Don't you die on me.
that was
Hey,
not fair at all.
Time to walk. Don't get caught in those searchlights. Here they come. Hurry. Now!
Hold on, guys.
Move! Go! Come on.
That goes too far. No, just leave it like that.
It's ugly down there. Turn back. This way.
Πάμε γρήγορα. Come on.
Σας παρακαλώ. Τι συμβαίνει? Δεν βλέπω τίποτα.
Κανένας θα μας σκοτώσουνε.
Ναι, τον είδα πριν λίγο.
What's happening out there?
It's all right. We'll be okay.
I can't see what's happening.
Do you hear that?
What's going on out there? Hey!
Oh, πρόσεχε.
Hey! Hey!
Yeah, man.
Hey!
I can't see what's happening.
What is that? What's happening out there? Does anybody know?
Hey!
You hear them coming?
Huh? I ain't trying to hear that. I literally just saw him get shot.
Don't you die on me. Ahab.
Oh, that shit.
Ahab. Ahab!
He called my name. I don't even know why I took it.
Anything?
Negative.
He came in here. Keep looking.
This way.
I mean, if it let me move.
This way. We're sitting ducks. Blend in with the bodies. Get down on your stomach and crawl. If you move, we're done for. Play dead.
They ain't the luckiest niggas in the world, bro. Why did he move?
Grenade! Take this!
Yo. What's up, bro? How's your ear? It's better. You sound sick, bro. I got food in my mouth. Oh. I was like, oh no, is he good? Nah, just fucking launch it. Yeah, dude, I'm hungry as shit, too. different
about to ask my
type
mom
of
to take me to the
corks on.
store.
Bro, this game is so loud, bro. What the fuck? Yeah, I'm gonna just have to switch the settings. Alright, let's see. That shit is still mad loud. What the hell? Okay, that's better. I'm over here playing Metal Gear.
Yeah, Pete. Phantom Pain.
I forgot.
I only played the demo.
What? It was free
I only played the
for.
demo.
I forgot when it was free. It was a while back, but it was free for PlayStation Plus. So I just re-downloaded it just now. I was like, damn, I forgot I had this. I needed something to play that wasn't so me focused on killing niggas. I was like, I needed something I can play and just sit back and relax. A sprinkler. There you go.
I was on some shit earlier. My emotions were not in check. I don't know what the fuck was going on. I was angry as a bitch.
Smoke?
Did I smoke? I didn't want to smoke. It was weird. It was like a panic attack, but like, it was like my fight or flight response was activated, but I don't even know by what. Like, I was just chilling in my room. My anxiety decided to pop back in, make sure I was still, you know, mentally ill. But I was like feeling super weird, and I like so fucking angry, like so goddamn angry. I punched the fuck out of my wall. My hands definitely bled a bit. I was just on some shit, but I went and I took some of my anxiety meds, and I calmed down.
I feel you. Was it something like stressing you? Just was in a mood.
I don't even know. I don't know. It's weird. Anxiety's weird like that. Shit just come and go like in phases. Shit, I don't understand. Like at the worst time, I was just chilling in my room, like doing nothing, and then this shit happened. I was like, okay, that made me feel like shit.
Now, cause I hear you on my stream too. I'm like, yo, why the fuck do I hear you twice? And I forgot cause on this account I can't stream off Twitch. Like, I don't know what happened. I used to be able to. I used to have both my Twitch accounts on 2 different profiles, but I don't know why it won't let me sign in on this one again. So,
why won't this shit let me?
What you trying to do?
I want to log in to my. I have a fucking.
Ooh, can I have a gun, please? Is that a gun? Yes, it's a gun. No, bitch, get that shit to me. Why would you take the bullet out? I hate when they do that, bro. Oh my god. He picks up the gun, takes the clip out, cocks it back, and then puts the clip in. Why would you just give me one less bullet than what I had? Bitch. I don't even know what the aim button is. Okay. Okay, oh, it's out too. Okay, I destroyed it. Oh, you can switch to first person with it? Oh, that's tough. Oh shit, it's wartime.
It feels like CSGO for console.
What?
Warface.
Warface. I'm thinking about. I was gonna think about download. I know.
It's 9 gigs, bro.
I could actually do. I mean, I can download anything. I got a fucking terabyte, bro.
Yeah, I just use that as my main point because a lot of people be like, I don't have no space.
Oh yeah, no, not me. I got a terabyte, bro. I used to have like 10 games, but when I first got this terabyte, bro, I downloaded everything. Bro, I was just so hyped. But then after a while, oh, was that an SMG? Let me pick that up. Move.
Bro, yeah, I got a 3 terabyte one,
Oh,
and I have a bunch of free games on my shit. Like, wow, I didn't even realize I had copped it. I had like Far Cry 4. Word. Shit, I don't know what the fuck.
I got shit. Somebody watching me. Nope, they left. I keep getting a viewer and then losing a viewer and then getting a viewer and then losing a viewer. I feel like it's the same person coming and leaving. Just stay. Be my friend. Bro, I got into this one argument with this lady on YouTube, bro. Not even an argument, bro. Like, she just made me so pissed. Like, so, I don't know if you heard, but a few years ago, there was this guy named Chris Watts in Colorado. He killed his family. His wife was pregnant, 15 weeks pregnant, or something like that. Killed his wife.
I'll run interference.
Right.
He killed his wife and his 2 daughters. Daughter was 4, one was 4, one was 3. And I'm sorry, I'm trying to watch this cutscene and talk at the same time too, cause this nigga low-key that saved me out of this hospital tough as fuck, bro. This nigga named Ishmael, bro. Ishmael just dove off the stairs, busting at him, bro. Got you, Ishmael. Got your back, boy. But but yeah, so yeah, the nigga killed his family, right? Oh, the nigga killed his family, and shit died. How do I know if he's dead or not? He killed his family. I need to turn my sensitivity up. He fucking died. Oh, headshots. How do you reload a gun with a claw? So yeah, he pretty much killed his family because he was having an affair with this girl, and he didn't want to be with his wife anymore, and they were already on the brink of divorce anyway. So, they were already on the brink of divorce. And so, yeah, killed that bitch. Oh no, where's the fragment? Oh my god. So yeah, he killed her. Killed her and the kids though. Like that's what like so fucked up about it. He killed her and the kids. So yeah, so you know, there's a bunch of videos on it, and you know, people giving their opinions about, you know, if he had an accomplice or not. And so let me just pause this. So you know, FBI, so his neighbor, so how the police got involved the night before. What the fuck is that? So how the police got involved the night before, or sometime that morning. That's when the wife had came home around like 1:48 in the morning. That's when she came home. You know, they got doorbell footage of her walking in the house. Her friend dropped her off, and her friend had dropped her off and literally waited outside until she actually walked in the house, and then boom, pulled the door. That was the last time she was seen. So the very next day, you know, her and the friend had an appointment they were supposed to go to. She wasn't picking up the phone, answering text messages. And that night, you know, she was already, being that she was pregnant, she was already feeling a little bit like sick and weird and stuff like that. So the friend was very concerned. You know, her being a woman, her being a mother, her being pregnant before, she knows, you know, that's not something to deal with. So, you know, so she calls the police, you know, just for a welfare check, like, hey, you know, she's not answering the door.
Can you go? Yeah.
She's like, yeah, she's not answering the door, you know, her keys are here, you know, I mean, not her keys, her car is here, you know, her shoes that she wears every day, like, this is her only pair of shoes that she wears, these are everyday shoes, you know, they're still at the door, you know, it's only one way, you know, it's like she's not answering the phone or anything. So police come, you know, knock on the door. You know, police can't just kick the door in, because what if she's just in that bitch sleeping? You know, that's a lawsuit. Right. So, you know, they gotta actually have permission. So the only person that can get in the house is the husband. The husband, and there's only one way to get into the house, because so they look through the glass panel right by the door, and you can see they had like a what the fuck is it called? They had like a little hatch lock on there, a knockback, so that way, like, if anybody tried to break in, like, it was a secondary lock that'll catch it, so that way nobody could just open that bitch up. Man, this shit's crazy. So, you know, they noticed that. So the only way to get in the house was through the garage. So they're calling the husband for like 30 minutes. They're trying to get him to come down there, and he kept on saying be there in 5 minutes. You know, long story short, you know, the husband, you know, got caught for killing the bitch. Do I gotta fight this man? I hope the fuck not, bro. Oh shit. So, you know, the neighbor had footage of, you know, the neighbor has cameras around his house. It's funny, the neighbor's name is Nate. And I know that's super crazy. And so the neighbor got cameras surrounding his whole house, you know. Shows footage that, you know, nobody left that house except for Chris. You know, she never left that house. You know, even though like the angle of his house that he could see was very small, you could still see in their driveway. You would be able to see if she got in her car and pulled off. or
Right.
if she drove out of the garage. So
Right.
you know, that police are looking at it, boom, you know, they're not gonna say anything in front of the guy, but you know, all mind you, like the husband was there looking at it, the police is looking at it, they're looking at the footage. Then when the husband, I'm sorry, I skipped the part. So when the husband had got home, they went to the house. You know, mind you, the nigga ain't even like rushing the house. Like come to like, nigga, it's your wife. It's your, not even just your wife, your pregnant wife and 2 little girls. No one, like your neighbors are worried about it, and you haven't talked to all day. You know what I'm saying? Like you should be, when you pull up, you should be fucking running to that fucking door. You feel what I'm saying? To make sure she's in that bitch. You know, to make sure everything's safe. You know? He gets out the car casually. Exactly.
Right. It's sus as fuck.
Like, yeah.
Because he should be like, first thing, like, he should be freaking out. Like, where's my wife? Where's my girl?
My kids? Fuck that. Like, yeah, like, where's my wife? But, like, where's my kids, bro? A 4-year-old and a 3-year-old. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and she's pregnant, bro. So, he gets out the car casually, goes to the trunk, grabs something, then comes to the fucking door, lets the police officer in, goes straight upstairs. Boom, the police officer that's speaking comes in, lets him in, go straight upstairs, and he's like, oh, here's her phone, you know, it's shut off. You know what I'm saying? And you know, that was sus as fuck right there as well. Boom. Yo, these niggas is not giving up. So that was sus as fuck. You know, boom, police shut the phone on, you know, then they get to asking him questions. The neighbor's wife that had called, you know, that was concerned. Actually, I think it was Nate's wife. I don't know. I don't even know if it was Nate's wife. I just know it was the lady who said that they had an appointment. They might have been, they might not have been. I'm not too sure, honestly. But, you know, they're looking around the house, checking. You know, mind you, if you watch the video, he looks mad suspicious. Yo, the police, you know how they got like codes. They be like, you know, 10-16, you know, clear here. Like depending on what area you in, every 10 code is different. Like here in Maryland, like our 10 codes is different from police codes in Miami. So like you can be like 10-4 or 10 this is not the same everywhere you go. So usually 10-4 is basically the damn right that's over the ambulance. So boom. So the police goes to radio something in. And this, yo, when I say he turned and his eyes got huge as fuck, he was about to shit himself, bro. He thought they was like calling, he thought he was caught right there. And you couldn't see the police officer's face, but you could tell he was on to that shit. So, you know, he asking questions, the answer's not adding up. Finally gets to the neighbor house, look at the footage. The footage just shows, you know, him. It just shows him, you know, putting something in the back of his truck, and you couldn't even see what it was. It just shows him putting something in the back of his truck. And you know, him driving off, you know. So long story short, they end up like finding evidence. You know, there was no other evidence, you know, that linked to anybody else. Oh shit, they better crash. There was no other evidence that linked to anybody else. So you know, they end up investigating them, you know, and you know, end up finding, you know, getting them to take a lie detector test. You know, like mind you, like the FBI had got involved. And, you know, they were questionable about it because it's like, you know, this is your wife, your pregnant wife and your kids missing. And you're not crying, you're not showing any emotion, you know, you're sitting here, you know, smiling, explaining stuff. Same thing with his friends, you know, their family, they were explaining shit as well, too. That nigga got shot in his fucking eye. Oh, no, he didn't. Black. So, you know, a lot of, you know, they were hurt about that, you know, I mean, they weren't hurt, they peeped that, you know, like, he wasn't hurt at all. So, you know, it's like, something's up, you know. So he took a polygraph, and you know, like before you take a polygraph, they test it, and you know, just to make sure it's working, they just actually
they're like, what is your name? What is your birthday? And shit, like, is your birthday this and that?
Exactly.
Like things that are true, things that they know are true. Yeah.
Exactly. But this is before they actually took the polygraph test. They were just testing the frequency of it just to make sure it's right. So they ask you, you know, they'll give you a series of questions. Like before they actually ask you the series of questions, they'll just ask you a bunch of random shit, you know, like for example, like let's say I was giving you a polygraph, I'd be like, what's your name? You say Jesus, or you say Jesus, you know, and I'd be like, how old are you? I'd be like, do you suck dick? You know, type shit like that. But I just throw some random shit in there just to get you to lie, or just to, you know, this nigga lied so bad on the fake test that she had to turn the sensitivity down on it because it was going off the fucking grid, right? So took the lie detector test and he failed it miserably. Boom. So boom, he gets locked up, goes to jail, blah blah blah, whatever. He ends up getting. They wanted to get the death penalty, end up getting life in prison. So it was this one lady. So now this gets to. I just wanted to give you like a basic background of what he did, so that way when I got to explain what we were arguing about. Excuse me. So this one lady posted a vid. You know, Benzo had watched that vid. YouTube gave me a recommendation. Shout out to YouTube. So no, YouTube gave me a recommendation to watch this video. So I watched it. You know, talking about saying he did have help. And bro, when I say this was the worst video of someone trying to like accuse or like assume that he had help. She used the footage that the neighbor had, and she so-called enhanced what the fuck is a giant whale on fire? She so-called enhanced the photo, and bruh, she did not enhance the photo. You know how like when people make cartoons out of their real life photos? That's exactly what the photo looked like, bruh. Like, she's trying to say, oh, this person had glasses, there's a female figure. I'm like, bro, like, first of all, like, I can't even read you the comments. She deleted the shit. She deleted my shit. But I'm like, bro, like I'm gonna just give you a basic like, what I said. Like, first of all, if the police thought that someone was like involved, like, cause in the video she kept on saying, they didn't investigate her because he was like, she had nothing to do with this. She's not involved at all. I'm like, bro, like, first of all, police investigations don't work like that. Just because somebody say, oh, don't investigate this person, they're not gonna live. They don't give a fuck what you think. First of all, you're a suspect, and you're already the #1 suspect. If you tell them, oh shit, shotgun. If you tell them don't investigate this person, they're gonna investigate that person because they don't even fucking believe what you're saying right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, they already don't believe what you're saying that that person's not involved. So why would they not investigate that person? Like, they're already gonna investigate that person because you're having an affair They're definitely gonna investigate that woman because she's also or she could be like, oh, because he worked at an oil rig. That's a good job. You make a lot of money doing that. Especially him. He was one of the bosses. Not company owners, but that's fucking oil. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
that's money.
Money maker. You feel what I'm saying? You live in fucking Colorado Springs, bro. Like, you're making bands off that shit. So yeah, what the fuck? So yeah, I'm like, they're not just gonna not investigate her because he said that. And she's like, matter of fact, my first comment was like, because in the video she was like, she was like, I showed my husband, and he was like, he didn't see it, and my first comment was like, something like, you can't see it because it's not there. I'm like, why you think your husband couldn't see it? Like, it's literally not a female figure. Like, literally, if you really wanted to like be like, if you were paying attention close enough, they're like, oh, it's a female figure. I'm like, yo, that looks nothing like a female figure, first of all. And he clearly has on fucking sweatpants, it looks like. And the picture is so pixelated that you can't even tell, really, because it's so far away. I'm like, you would have to literally have a high-tech computer good enough to blow that up and clear out the pixels, bro. I'm like, the FBI had that shit, but you don't got that shit, baby girl. Like, you don't have the equipment to... I shot him. I don't have any fucking ammo, bro. Like, what the fuck you mean? No! I better not lose. Oh, it's a checkpoint. Good. It was meant to happen. Like, bro, like,
right back. I'm gonna go grab some shit real quick.
Go ahead. No, horsey. I hope that old man ain't die. I got an A on that. I'm at 81% accuracy. Okay, it's not bad.
Come on.
Hideo Kijima. Hideo Kojima. Shuyo Murata. Murata. Hindenari Animaro. Sutamari. Yoji Shinawakia. Shinikawa.
The name's Ocelot. Big boss. You know who I am. A certain man gave me a job to do. Two, actually. First was to get you out of that hospital. The second was to rescue the man himself. You remember? Your partner 9 years ago, Kazuhira Miller. 9 years back, your private army came under attack by Cypher. You were considered dead. Until today, that is, when Cypher found you. And it's not just them. The whole world wants you dead. You'll have to join up with Miller. Build that private army of yours one more time. It's your only chance. First, we need to save Miller. He's in Afghanistan.
Afghanistan?
Where the fuck are we now?
What, you can't keep up with world affairs in a coma? 4 years ago, the Soviets invaded Afghanistan. The Muslims are fighting back with Western support. Miller was training Mujahideen rebels when he was captured by the Soviets. The Reds' 40th Army. Troop strength somewhere around 100,000. The squad holding Miller set off near the Pakistan border yesterday. Now in 3 days, they'll reach the Soviet garrison. They'll be interrogated for a few more days, and it's off to a lager. Or left to rot in a ditch on Afghan soil. I give him 2 weeks. The job didn't mean anything to Miller. He only took it on to keep you safe. Well, there's our ride. It's a whaling ship. Had a pretty good deal on her once the IWC started raising a stink. Now it's 7 days to Port Qasim, another 3 overland. So we won't have much time once we're there. Don't take too long getting used to your new self. Hang up.
Baby. Give me this four-fingered ass hand. Smoking a cigar? Is that electric? Vehicles can now be customized. Press on to switch cameras.
Under total Soviet control. Miller's been captive for 10 days. Not much time left.
Weather will clear shortly.
Storm's passing. Used to it? After 9 years on Earth, a solo infiltration of the Soviet main ground forces. Be the perfect one.
This man really got a rock sticking out of his head.
Kazuhira Miller is being held in Dehar to the north. Check its location now. Take out your iDroid. You see Wandy on the map? That's where they're keeping Miller. Only problem is, we don't know his exact location. Finding it is your first priority. Go ahead and close the item.
There we go, I just wanted to say
Got your binoculars? Or should I say, your in-scope? Take a look through your binoculars. See the village? Straight ahead? All right, that's the village. If you see something through the binoculars and you need more information, just give me a call. I'll tell you anything I can about it. That's Violo Village, the Violo Calais. The villagers fled the war and evacuated a while back. Since then, it's become a base for the Soviets' 40th Army. A few days ago, Miller was taken through there, en route towards Dehar. You may be able to pick up the trail there. It's worth a shot. Put a marker on it so you don't lose track of where it is. Good. Now you won't have to worry about getting lost along the way. You can't have much left in him. I give him 3 days, tops. If we fail, and he dies, we lose our chance of revenge. But we need more intel. If you just go charging into Doandehar, you'll be putting both your lives at risk. See what you can find out first. The Soviets have other outposts, not just the one you saw. Afghanistan is a big place. I expect you'll become quite familiar with those binoculars as you plan your next move. How and where you make it.
Are you back?
Well, that's up to you.
Hello.
From here on out, you're on your own. You're a legend in the eyes of those who live on the battlefield. That's why you have to handle this mission yourself. Put those 9 years behind you, and return as Big Boss. That's how Koss would want it. I'll be sending additional intel by radio. Stay sharp. Not one of Miller's bodyguards survived. But they were good. All we found on the scene were their corpses and knees.
Roger that.
They'll be missing. And you're his only hope of getting them back. Now go! Let the legend
come back to life. Let the legend. Alright, yo, if I see this Hideo Kijimo one more time. Alright, what do I want to do? Yeah, I need to view the controls real quick. Attack on the horns, bing bing, primary weapon. Select, equip secondary weapon, support weapon, equip item, move, speed up, hide, circle to below, trying to get on and off. That's right side of the touchpad. That's how you open up the droid. Okay. R1 is, I just need normal controls. I really don't care for vehicle. Actually, yeah, let me look at the vehicle. While readying weapon, change weapons. How do I go back? See something.
You were hospitalized in Dikelia, a British sovereign base area on Cyprus. It's part of British overseas territory that falls outside of Cypriot jurisdiction. You got moved from Cuba's Little America right into Cyprus's Little Britain. Why Dikelia? The UK and the US remain close allies. The last place Cypher would think to look for you is inside their own system. That's what kept you safe in British military hospital for 9 years. The safest place from a whale is inside its own belly. You were a regular Geppetto.
Well, it wasn't Pinocchio who led me out to safety. So who was that guy?
Cypher went so far as to attack British territory, burning their own ally. That's how badly they wanted you dead.
He said I was in a British military hospital. But the doctor had a Greek accent.
They hire locally. Easier to trust them. Dikelia is also home to Greek Cypriots, after all.
What about the Turks? They haven't returned to the south.
Not yet. The Cyprus dispute is still a long way from resolved. The country is just as split as it was in '74. Turkish Cypriots in the north, Greek Cypriots in the south. Between them, the Green Line, the UN established.
And Decalia sits right on top of it.
It does. Part of the buffer zone between the two groups. Another reason it was the perfect place to hide you. Easy to spot any outsiders snooping around.
So how do things stand?
Now, last year, the Turks declared that the Turkish Republic of...
That's marking. Focus on the thread and it'll be marked automatically. You can mark enemies and vehicles by zooming in with your binoculars or camera. Once they're marked, you'll also see their positions on the map.
Came from the outside. Greece, Turkey, Britain, America. They all had their own stake in pitting the two sides against.
There's a Soviet guard post. There are bound to be guards. Take a look with your binoculars. Put the enemy in the center of your field of view.
To see that each act of revenge just fans the flames. And then it's too late for other nations to rush in with peace talks. The embers keep on smoldering.
Each Soviet soldier. A lot of them came from Central Asia before, but lately they've been using more and more Russians. Simple, really. There's less hesitation to pull the trigger if they're not fighting their own race. Morbid cynicism, but it gets results. That's humanity for you. That's a rough diamond. Good find? Those materials are already processed. They should come in handy sooner or later. Why not start gathering them?
Long after you were attacked. Once they finish sweeping it for mines after the Arab-Israeli conflict. Can you stand?
Left stick plus.
Transfer to a container ship or passage through the Suez. Our destination is Pakistan, Afghanistan's neighbor to the south.
I don't understand.
There we disembark and head via Peshawar to the zero line, the border.
Maybe we're not supposed to.
Oh, while I'm on the ground. Okay, got you. Nigga can roll around crazy.
Afghanistan's main roads are under Soviet control. We'll need to go around them. It'll be all narrow, winding
No, I don't want the magazine.
We'll do better
Oh my gosh, I'm streaming. That was loud.
My bad.
Okay, I don't care. Stop diving. So used to be low.
Soviets still haven't devised a counter strategy.
Wait, horsey, get off.
Our time frame is only half as much as we really need. It'll be a tough march. Better horses than boats.
Alright, last time when I beat this game, I mean, it was a year, it was a while ago. I don't even remember how I beat it. I just know I ran through most of it.
While the Soviets have indicated they are
Nah,
not
I'm gonna just take my time.
Los
It's
Angeles
quarantine.
Olympics, primarily because the United States has made no attempt to guarantee the safety of the Soviet Union's athletes. The United States is increasingly demonstrating the belief that the issue has nothing to do with its preparations, and in fact this is retaliation for the Western nations' boycott of the previous Moscow Olympics.
Go to
That
sleep.
concludes today's news.
Sight, sound, keep all your enemy senses in mind. When you're near an enemy,
Did
stay
that
low
joint not
and
hit me?
move slowly.
They're calling it revenge for the Western boycott of the Moscow Olympics.
Countries boycotted the Moscow Olympics.
In protest of the Soviet Union's invasion of...
Don't leave bodies out in the open. Find some place to drop them out of sight.
It's too bad I didn't get to see Yamashita's judo. When the 40th Army crossed the Amu River 4 years ago,
Yeah, nigga, give me your
Dayton
body.
went right out the window. The U.S. Congress chose not to ratify SALT II. And
Can I hide the
Reagan's
body in
hardline
here?
politics won in the presidency in a landslide.
Yep.
According to him, the Soviet Union
You're
is
gonna
an
take the
evil
shit.
empire.
The Second Cold War.
And there's been no end to regional
A
conflicts.
portable toilet. If you're gonna hide inside, watch the enemy doesn't decide to use it. Same goes for hiding downed enemies in it.
Egypt and Israel did sign a peace treaty. But then the driving force
Nigga
on
fell
the
asleep
Egyptian
on the
side,
shitter, that's all.
President Sadat was assassinated after...
What you playing right now?
Apparently his actions were considered a
Jesus.
betrayal of his fellow Arabs.
Islamic extremists.
Jesus. Fundamentalist extremists have been responsible
Oh,
for some
shit.
bold acts of terrorism in recent years. We've had extremist students in Iran take U.S. embassy workers hostage and suicide bombings in Lebanon. Over 300 foreign soldiers stationed there have been killed. The country
Okay.
has yet to develop an effective
I understand.
means of
I understand y'all read me something.
Afraid of losing their own men, they pulled their forces out, handing private forces a golden opportunity.
Private forces.
Small armies with no national affiliation, working for the highest bidder.
Alright, where can I hide this man
That's right,
at?
they got the idea from you. After Mother Base went down, they began spreading to meet the soaring demand. Miller's organization is just one of many PFs now. The entire world is after you. But at the same time, it needs you too.
You don't gotta tell me the entire world is
What
after me.
happened in the Caribbean 9 years ago? You do remember Miller. You'd formed a private army with him. An army with no allegiance to a nation.
I remember, but...
I see. You're not sure what's fact and what's a fantasy caused by the coma. It's still all a mess, huh? All I can do is tell you the facts as they were told to me. I've gone easy on you up until now. But this is where the hard stuff begins. 1974, the year before you entered your coma.
I think it was in a coma, man.
Operating with a small unit
For
of
9 years.
basically mercenaries. Miller was among them. Miller was trying to find a way to turn his and your talents into a line of work. He was looking to start.
So what kind of technology do they got? Said he 1974, but this man. I'm trying to figure it out. Where'd you go get to eat, by the way?
There's a huge job he was offering, but you had a shot at pulling it off. You accepted it and headed into Costa Rica.
Hello.
The client even threw in the Caribbean. Another base. That would be your new base of operations. Miller sure did have a head for business. As your mission went on, your unit grew and grew. More weapons, more money. Before you knew it, you were commanding 300 men. As the organization got bigger, your military powers swelled to match. It got so the international community couldn't afford to ignore you. You were just too damn successful for your own good. You, your men, had worn out your welcome. Everyone was out for you. East, West, First World, Third. It was only a matter of time before someone took you down. And that was XOF. Officially, they're an anti-terror unit under the CIA. In reality, they're Cypher's private strike force. They lured you to Cuba using Chico, the Nicaraguan revolutionary kid, and Paz.
You're almost at the enemy outpost, Vialo Village. The village is crawling with enemy soldiers. Don't just go waltzing in. Start with some recon. Is there anywhere that overlooks the village?
C4 they placed on the strut legs went off. The whole thing went down in minutes. XOF. Kisses and hugs, followed by a big FU. All because of Miller.
A parabolic antenna. There could be intel files of some kind in there.
You remember a certain scientist. Huey was responsible for bringing the inspection team on board. Giving the enemy a perfect opportunity to hit you at home. You were returning from Cuba when it happened. Mother Base came damn close to taking you with it into the Caribbean. Those of your men out on assignment returned right away. They refused to believe.
How about it? Can you see the village from there? Use the binoculars to recon the place.
Again and again. Until reality.
Look at where the enemies are stationed. Look at their gear. Take it all in. There should be a command post somewhere. See any buildings with tighter security? If there are clues to Miller's whereabouts, I'll bet you can find them in there.
He wasn't even sure what he was looking at. Before they'd even finished operating, your men moved you to that hospital in Cyprus. It was a woman named Eva who arranged that. Rings a bell, huh? Most men in your condition would have been written off right from the start. But you survived. You went straight down to hell, and they pulled you out. Your eye wide open. Full.
The sun's down already. It goes without saying that darkness is good for infiltration. But your vision will be affected just the same. Keep your guard up. Who knows when you'll bump into an enemy.
Here, Snake, try this on. A prosthetic arm. Yeah, Miller was calling it the arm that wasn't there. The physiotherapy's going well. Your arm's bulked up enough for it to fit. There. Perfect. A little time with it, and it'll work better than the real thing. What do you think?
I can still feel my real arm.
Well, you better get used to this one quick. You have any pain?
Every now and then.
Where?
My fingertips. My left fingertips.
Sounds like phantom pain. Your brain still remembers your old hand.
Yeah.
What about your vision? Can you see okay?
Yeah, at the moment.
Now, the shrapnel in your skull is pressing on your optic nerve. I'm told any hard impact could have an effect on your visual cortex.
Yeah, the doctor mentioned that.
Your brain might process visual information incorrectly. In other words, you could have hallucinations. You might see things that aren't there, or not see things as they really are. You experienced any of that?
I think so.
When?
Right after I wake up. Colors look faded.
Colors, huh? Well, that's not a major concern in and of itself, but it could mean the difference between life and death in the field. You'll need to watch out for that.
I will.
All right. You should continue your physio. We'll be arriving soon. It's the last chance you'll get.
Oh, good. I can hear it now. Shit. Did not expect all those tapes. Oh my god. Makes way too much noise. Let those guys sleep with each other.
Ладно, я пошел обратно в казарму. Мне осталось всего несколько дежурств.
Еще один дембель.
that dude wake up? No. Where the hell did that other dude go? Bro, I'm terrible at getting in cover, yo. I don't understand. Go ahead, sit on the couch from the big dog. I think we in. Oh shit, he woke up. God damn.
That's a type of medicinal plant. Bring it back to base. It's sure to be useful sometime.
Okay, so if he woke up, I mean those other two better wake up very soon. So let's do this now.
Is that?
Butt cheek falling asleep. It's only 1980 something in that.
Now we know where Miller is. I'm marking it on your iDroid.
Oh shit. Fuck.
That's the building, boss. That's where they're holding Miller.
Hmm.
Planning to walk the whole wilderness on foot? Use your horse. It's up to you whether to slip by enemies or take them down. Just remember that any situation can change fast. Familiarize yourself with your weapons and items while you can. You need to be able to switch between them quickly to meet any threat.
Got what I need, boy.
Anytime you need advice, just give me a call. Hiding on horseback allows you to stay out of sight even while on the move. It's effective for avoiding enemy guard posts and long-range reconnaissance patrols.
What they got up over there? He just chilling.
up in that town. Check your iDroid for his location. I hope to hell he's alright. He's not your average client. Not a civilian in sight. The Soviets have taken complete control of the place. Sight, sound, keep all your enemy senses in mind. When you're near an enemy, stay low and move slowly. If you stand up and move around, you'll make it easier for them to spot you. That's tarragon, a type of medicinal plant. It contains trace amounts of a benzodiazepine derivative that's the active ingredient in pentazemin.
Pretty sure they heard that. Shit. What he is looking for so hard.
Your suppressor is no longer effective. Bear in mind your weapon will be loud from now on.
still playing Metal Gear?
Yeah, I mean, I can play something else, I don't care.
I think I'm gonna. I don't feel like playing games right now. No, I'll come try to record.
Fuck. Oh shit. I feel you. Be like that.
Yeah, I'll probably be on later though. There's some more than
time is it, nigga? It's 1:30. What's later?
Yeah, I woke up at like 6 p.m. today though.
I didn't.
Oh. Well, I'll be on tomorrow if anything.
I mean, if I'm up, yeah,
for
I
sure.
might be down, but I'm not even capping. I'm already feeling a little tired.
Alright, bro.
I mean, if you want to play something, we can. I don't care. Oh, this nigga still alive. Bitch, die. Oh my God, there's more. I just want to get Miller. That's it. Where's Miller?
Right,
I mean, Dill's on Rainbow right now. Alright, yeah.
I don't. I do not want to play Siege, bro.
I feel you.
Give me an aneurysm.
I feel you on that.
But yeah,
Facts.
I'll be on later. I catch you, man.
Alright, big dog. That bitch die. Damn, this AR. What is this? A G36 or something? Oh no, it's Galil. I messed this mission up. Damn. They gonna wake up and be like, my buddies are dead. If this the building where still alive, bro. Oh, maybe because he's right here.
It's me. I'm here to get you out. Snake. They do something to your eye? No, it's just bright as all. Took you so long. We'll talk, but not here.
Damn, they cut my man's leg off. In his
Secure
armor.
the target. I'll send the chopper to get you out. Make your way to the RV. You can check the location on your iDroid.
You up, baby?
We lost it all that day. Everything. But we've got to look ahead. There's something I want to show you.
stronger, bro. They be careful. We just got out of coma a couple weeks ago.
It's them. Boss, watch out. It's the skulls. Don't let them find us.
Boss, whatever that mist is, it's all around you. We can't see through it. I'm changing the RV so it's outside the mist. Get over there. The chopper will be waiting.
Don't let me go up. They want me to go past. That's why. That nigga pulled a gun out of his hand. Is he gonna kill me? See how fast they are. Oh my god, they tough. He's gone, bro. Oh shit, these niggas as fast as a horse, bro. Yeah, we didn't have to. No, I'm stuck. No, it's so hard to drive, man.
The mist is cleared, and it looks like they're gone.
That's the unit that attacked us before. They came at us real fast in the same kind of mist. Man, survivors from 9 years ago were wiped out in minutes.
All right.
I don't know what the other end, but it's them. No mistake.
There's an obstruction at the LZ preventing me from landing. Request immediate removal.
What the fuck happened to my horse?